Hi, welcome, my dear friend. So today we're going to do 20 minutes flow. It's going to be a yoga flow, specifically designed for back pain. So let's get started, shall we? So get one pillow. If you have a yoga block or props, that will be also a good idea to use a block or just an ordinary pillow. Make things easy. So grab a pillow, then you're gonna fold the pillow in two, and then you're gonna place the pillow under your back. So you can keep your legs crossed. Then you're positioning your pillow at the base of your spine, and then you're gonna lie on it. Now, as per your legs, place the base of the feet together, and then release your knee down. Then as you lie on your pillow, gently make yourself comfortable. Allow your shoulder to touch the ground or just fall down. Allow your arms to relax, your head relax. And taking just a few big breaths in here. Inhale, fully expand your length. Exhale. Inhale, fully. Exhale. Now, this is a beautiful way to kind of expand your chest and just relax. I invite you to do the same pose as well at the end of the class. If you want to relax a bit, you can use exactly the same pose. Now inhale, gently closing your legs, straightening your legs out. Inhale, stretching up. So we are rising your arms up. Stretch the entire body. As you exhale, bending your knee, gently fall to one side of your body into the fetal pose. Now, as per your pillow, you can just release your pillow on the side and come into a sitting position with the crossed legs. Inhale, open your arms to the sky. Gentle twist, twisting your torso to the right. Exhale, releasing your leg and landing your hands to the ground. Exhale, twist. One more breath. Inhale, come to the center, extending your arms to the ground. Gently go into the opposite side for your twist. One more breath in here. Inhale, come into the center. Now lock your finger, rotate your hands. Gently tilt into the right side. Exhale aloud. Now what we're going to do, releasing our right hand on the mat. Lower your right shoulder down. Open your left arm above yourself. So lengthening that arm. So you're going to feel the side stretch. Inhale, lengthening to the center, rising both arms to the center, locking your fingers, tilting to the opposite side. Exhale. Exhale, releasing your left hand on the ground, opening your chest as I'm lowering my left shoulder down. And I rise my right arm above myself. Yeah, relaxing here. Inhaling, rising both of your arms. Now, as you're holding a ball between your hands, you're leaning forward. You're lengthening from the base of your spine. And your glutes are heavy on the mat. Excellent. And now you're lowering down your arms as you're landing your hands on the mat. Now walking your hands if you feel that you still have some space, but make sure your glutes are still on the mat. If they're starting to lift off, no, we keep the glutes down. Exhale, bow down. That's a beautiful way to stretch our lower back. One more breath. Inhaling, rising up, coming into your tabletop position. So knee aligned with your hips, hands aligned with your shoulder. Tuck your toes under. Inhaling, lifting your head up as you arching your spine. Go into your posterior pelvic tilt, your cat stretch. Exhale, anterior pelvic tilt as you going into your cow stretch, curving your spine. Once again, inhale, cat stretch. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, cow stretch. Now go for it for a couple of rounds. You can hold the position, or you can go a little bit more faster. Just visualize your back. Stay with your breath. Last one. Now gently coming into a neutral position, into your tabletop. Inhale, lifting your right arm up and extending your left leg out. Now, very important, we're gonna lengthening our spine as the hand is reaching something in front of us and the foot wants to touch the wall at the back. So as we extending, we lengthening, and we feel our spine lengthening as a elastic band from the opposite direction. Now in here, we also want to keep the hips aligned. So to hold the balance, look forward and just focus into one point. Exhale, bending your elbow to your knee, curving your spine. Inhale, extending out. Exhale, bending. Once again, inhale, extending. Exhale, crunching. Releasing on the ground. Inhale, lifting your left arm up, followed by your right. Again, lengthening through. Feel your spine stretching. Look forward. Hold the balance. You're doing great. Exhale, crunching. One. Exhale. Two, crunch. Inhale, extending. Exhale, crunching. Last one. Inhale, extending. Exhale, crunching. Releasing on the ground. Now, inhale, lifting your right arm up. Go into your twist. You're opening, spreading your wings. And now we're going to do needle the thread the needle. So your head is the needle. And we thread the needle under the opposite armpit as you relax your right shoulder on the ground. Inhale, open your right arm. Exhale, thread the needle. Once again, inhale up, big breath in. Exhale, thread the needle. Now lie into your right shoulder. Relax your head on the mat. Take another breath. Inhale, open your arms, thread the needle. Release your hand on the ground. Inhale, open your left arm up. Thread the needle. Inhale, coming up, open, spreading your wings. Exhale, thread the needle. Last time, inhale, open your arm. Exhale, thread the needle. Relax your left shoulder on the mat. One more breath. Inhale, coming into your tabletop. Now hold the legs position. You're gonna walk your hands towards the top of your mat. And then you're leaning forward, you're pushing your hips towards the ceiling, and you gently landing down to the mat. Now, if this is your first time doing this exercise, go very gentle, very slowly. You might gonna feel a lot of tension from your scapula, from your shoulder. So go very gentle. Once you reach in your maximum, then that's it. Stay there and keep breathing. If you can go a bit lower, then maybe you wanna touch with the tip of the nose, or maybe with the forehead, or maybe with the chin. But if you're doing with the chin, means you already been practicing this pose, so you know what you're doing. Otherwise, just stay where you are. So it's a great pose to really regain posture. Just keep holding the pose. One more breath. As you're pushing your scapula towards the back, you're opening up your shoulder, your chest is open. So you actually regain that beautiful alignment from your shoulder. Inhale, gently coming up. I know it's a little bit high, isn't it? That's all we do. We work to get it better. Now, as we're nailing, we're tucking your toes under. You're spreading your finger on the mat, lifting your shoulder up. Lifting your knees up. Hold into your core. Now, we said to have a strong back, we need to build a strong core. The core is the key to keep our back up. Now, going into your down facing dog, gently going down as you pushing your buttocks towards the ceiling, and you're straightening your legs. Now we're gonna walk into our dog. And then gently landing into the tabletop position. Landing your knee on the ground. Now we're gonna lift the knee off the floor. 2 or 3 fingers. Inhale, lifting up. Now hold into your core. As you exhale, extending your right leg out. It's very strong, keep holding. And then bring your knee in. Extending your leg out. Hold there, you're doing beautiful. Then bring your knee in. Exhale, going into your down facing dog. So this is a very small exercise, but it actually engages a lot of your core. So you can keep practicing that exercise to work and build into your core. Now from your down facing dog, stay here, breathe. Down facing dog is a beautiful pose to stretch your back, helping to regain that frame as we open up our chest. Down facing dog is also a beautiful pose to stretch the legs as well. So in the meantime, we stretch the whole body. Now, sometimes we are struggling with a down facing dog. So if you see me, it's like a V pose, a pyramid pose, yeah? So if your heels are not going down to the mat, don't worry about it. You can bend your knees as long as your back is stretched. So the focus is our back. Now, there is another thing. It gets tiring on our shoulders or in our wrist. So we're just landing into the child pose. Open the knees as much as you can. And then extending your arms out, stretch your back. So go easy with this flow. You can pose, or you can just repeat the child pose, go into your down facing dog. So the down facing dog is actually helping to build that strength into your shoulder, into your arms. And then you can go down to child pose. Inhale, coming up into your down facing dog. Now lifting your right leg up, bending your knee, squaring your hip. But don't lose the alignment of your shoulder. It's easy to open up the body. No, we don't want that. We want to keep the shoulder aligned and just open your hip. Now, variation. We can pivot in on our foot and landing into the reverse dog. So we can actually stretch the back or just stay there. One breath coming up, extending your leg out, and then gently stepping to the front between your hands. Coming into your lounge. Beautiful. Now gently landing into your warrior two. We're gonna strengthen in our first leg here. So the right leg comes straight. Open your arms. We're going into our Trikonasana. So for the Trikonasana, open your arms and then lengthening your spine first. There is no rush into this pose. You're lengthening as you wanna pick up a tissue, pick up something in front of you. When you feel you've reached your maximum, then it's when you're lowering your arms down. Now, you don't have to go down this way as long as your spine is straight, yeah? So we wanted to keep our spine lengthened. If you're dropping yourself down straight away, you're gonna lose the lengthening. So if you haven't practiced this pose, then perhaps you maybe just stay here, and that's perfectly fine. Inhale, coming up. Now place your hands on your hips. Come to the center. We go into the prasarita. Place your hands on your hips. Your toes are slightly outward. Exhale, moving forward, leaning forward until you're going down. Now, coming up. Beautiful. Now bring your toes in, pointing towards the in. Inhale, open your chest, rolling your shoulder to the back. Excellent, moving forward. Now pushing your hips towards the back. Now tell me, what is the difference between the two? What do you feel easier to do? So when we're moving forward, we're moving our hips joint, like closing our pose. So maybe it's not going to be so easy to leaning forward, right? But when we're moving our toes inwards, then we actually open up and just slightly, it doesn't have to be very too much. We're moving down and we actually can bend more. So when we're doing this pose, you also have to know your alignment, yeah? Inhale, coming up. So that was an alignment lesson. Now going down into your flow. So it's like an umbrella, like, oh, we're going down. We're going into our plank. Hold the plank for 2 breaths. We exercise into our core. Hold here. Exhale, bending your knee, chest down to the ground. Inhale, go into your Cobra. Baby Cobra, tuck your shoulder to the back and tuck your elbows in. Exhale, bow down. Now you're tucking your toes under, lifting your body. You're coming into your push-up, yeah? And then you're going into your down-facing dog. Beautiful. You might want to walk a little bit. Excellent. You're doing well. Now we repeat the same into the opposite side. Inhale, lifting your left leg up. Bending your knee. Open your hips. Option to stay here or revolving into your dog. So you stretch. It's a beautiful stretch. Coming up, 3-legged dog. And then step your foot between your hands. Coming into your lounge. Exhale, open up into your warrior two. Beautiful. Now straightening your front leg. We're preparing for the Trikonasana. So lengthening first. Exhale. Bow down. See, now the second side is going a little bit faster because we don't have to go through all the details that we were being through before. We already know. We're already learning. Inhale, coming up. Now going into your prasarita, the wide-legged position. Exhale, leaning forward. Fold forward. That's another beautiful exercise. So gravity is actually helping us to lengthening our spine as we bow down. Inhale, coming up. And go into your vinyasa. So you landing your hands down, go into your plank. Just hold here for 2 breaths, looking forward. And then option here is to either release your knee down, if that's too much for you, or you can hold your legs up. You can bend in your elbow, you're going down. Now releasing your toes, coming into your cobra. Exhale, bow down. Now stay here. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, bow down. Inhale, cobra. Don't squeeze your glutes. Walking your hands a little bit far from you. So now you're going to land the line of your hips down to the mat. If that's too much for you, then just bow down. Hold another breath. Exhale, releasing your forearm down to the mat. Now, important, don't squeeze your glutes. We're going into the Sphinx pose. So that's a great pose to build the strength into our shoulders. So looking up, lengthening from your neck. One more breath. Exhale, releasing down. Bending your knee and swing side to side as you're positioning your hands under your forehead. Beautiful. Exhale, releasing your legs down. Now inhale, extending your arms out and lifting your upper body up. One more breath. You're doing great. Exhale down. Beautiful. Now release your forehead on the mat or perhaps into your hands. Lifting your legs up as you squeeze your glutes. Squeezing up. Beautiful. Exhale, releasing down. You're doing great. Now we try to do the bow pose. Now, let's say if this is too much for you, then you're gonna go into your cobra. If you feel, yeah, I can do it, that's a really great option for back pain. So bending both of your knees, then one arm at a time, we're gonna reach our ankle. Now from here, if you can't reach your ankle, then it's like, okay, maybe I go for my cobra, yeah? So I gave you the options. Inhale, rising up. We're gonna hold here just for 2 breaths. One more breath. Exhale, releasing. If you've been into the cobra, release down, and then just swing your legs side to side. Releasing your legs down, go into your child pose. Beautiful. You're doing very well. Stretching your back. Inhale, coming up. Now sitting into your mat. Now we're gonna go for the Paschimottanasana. Just to stretch a bit the legs. Inhale, rising your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Now if you can't reach your feet, please bend your knee and just stay here. After a few breaths, if you practice in this pose, then you can gently extending your legs out and hold the pose. Now, very important in here, we want to save our back. So what I mean for it, we open our arms because we want to lengthen the spine, and then we are going down. If you've been watching my webinar, we already been talking about that. So we don't want to curve it. We want to keep the chest open and leaning forward. Beautiful. Exhale, releasing, shaking your legs. You're doing great. So what we're gonna finish the class with, it's holding the position. We're going into the reverse table. So bending your knee, place your hands under your shoulder, and then lifting your buttocks up. Holding there. Now, if that's too much on your shoulder, try to hold at least for a breath, and then you're going down. Maybe you want to repeat it. Exhale, going down. So that's another beautiful way to build that strength into our shoulder. Now from here, we're gonna go into our bridge pose. You can lie down to your mat, positioning your arms along your body, and lifting your buttocks up. Hold here. Now you can slide your shoulder under, locking your hands under your back, and hold the pose. 2 more breaths. Now if you want to challenge yourself, you can lift one leg up. If that's too much, stay there. Just giving options. If you're lifting the leg up, then you swap the leg. Exhale down. And then gently releasing your buttocks down to the floor, hugging your knee, swing side to side. Beautiful. Now we're going for the reverse pigeon. Bring your right knee 90 degrees, your left ankle comes to the front, and you slide your hands under. Excellent. Now a tip for this pose. I'm normally bending my left knee, my left elbow, sorry, and I'm pointing towards my knee. So rather than have the knee coming down, I'm trying to open up my hips at the same time. Excellent. Now swapping the legs. Beautiful. Now bring both of your legs 90 degrees. Open your arms down. Exhale. Twisting to the right. And you're moving your head towards the left. Just relaxing here. You're doing great. Now at this pose, your body is starting to cool down. Just relax. Just be grateful of yourself for doing this class. Be grateful of this moment. Connecting with your body, your mind. Inhale, lifting your legs up and gently folding to the opposite side. Practice gratitude towards ourselves. It's very important because we are beautiful beings. We're doing a lot. Sometimes we overwhelm ourselves. So we have to take the time to thank ourselves, to look after our health. Inhale, coming up. Now we're going to cross the legs. So right come to the top of the left. And then gently cross over to the right. Now this can be quite heavy. If it's just too much for you, just get to the point where you can actually hold in there, yeah? So don't force yourself. Rule in yoga, you listen to your body. The teacher is just giving you instruction, but then you listen to your body. Hold the same position of the leg and try to fold into the opposite side. Just one breath. Beautiful. Come into the center, swapping your legs. Now your left come to the top and gently twisting to the right. One more breath. Lifting your legs up and gently going, twisting to the left side. It comes a little bit difficult. You're doing great. Inhale, come to the center. Beautiful. Holding your knee into your chest, swing side to side. Now we're going and gently rock up and down. That's a beautiful way to massage your back. Excellent. And then calm down. Now for your final part, you can keep the Shavasana, or you can go into your reverse fish pose. So you're going prone on the mat. Place your hands under your forehead, bending your right leg. And then you just stay here. And you can come softening yourself into one side of your cheek. So the same side as your bent leg. And just stay here for another breath. Now swap your side. You can stay here and relax as much as you want. But in the meantime, I'm going to close the class. Play again the flow. You can repeat the flow 2 or 3 times. And then just enjoy the stretch. You can take in your time for your stretch and also for your final pose, Shavasana. You can do 1-2 minutes meditation while you're doing the Shavasana. So if you haven't done meditation before, you can play some guide meditation. I also have guide meditation on my YouTube channel. So that would be also a nice way to go and explore. Otherwise, just sitting, lie down, in total silence, and just be grateful of yourself, grateful for taking the time to come down to your mat. As we close in the practice, we wanted to hold our hands into our heart center, and we bow, we say Namaste. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. If you have any questions, anything you want to know, please reach out at info@greenyoga.me. And I will be there assisting you, supporting you during the way. I hope you enjoy this vlog. Please make a like for me and leave a comment. Yeah, all right, guys. Namaste. Peace and light within always. Yeah, thank you.